Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Sonic & Knuckles. And so, now that we've successfully completed the Sonic side of the storyline, we are naturally going to cross over and now do the Knuckles side of the storyline. So this basically picks up where the Sonic storyline left off. But here we see Knuckles enjoying himself with all the woodland creatures when, out of nowhere, boom goes the dynamite. The woodland creatures scatter, and the robotic shell of Dr. Eggman causes Knuckles to get pissed off, and now he's going to go after him. And so that's what we're going to do here as we begin our journey in the Mushroom Hill Zone for Knuckles. And you'll notice right away that the path that Knuckles is taking is a lot different than the one that was taken by Sonic. So, right off the bat, we have a couple of different paths we could take. And as you can see, this is where we get introduced to Knuckles being able to take flight in the air by jumping and then hitting the jump button again to allow him to glide. And he doesn't jump as far as Sonic does, as I lose my shield there. He doesn't jump as far, but he makes up for it with the fact that he can grab onto walls and climb them. For those of you who are not familiar with just exactly how Knuckles works. Now I'm trying to figure out what's the best way for me to get to the first special stage, because I don't normally play the Knuckles storyline. I much prefer playing the Sonic storyline. It's just personal preference, quite honestly. Okay, nothing there. So let's... Yeah, if I can get to higher ground, I know that'll give me the best opportunity to cross over into Sonic's path. And I think I have. Let me just confirm and make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right area now. I've now crossed over into where Sonic's path was. And you want to get here right away because obviously this will give you the best opportunity to get to the first special stage. So, there's pretty much everything other than the different paths that you can take. All the things that were seen in the Sonic storyline as far as what you can use and the different devices that you can use, it's all the same. So here's the first special stage. And basically we just treat it like we did all the other special stages. And it's always exactly the same for both Sonic and Knuckles. They get the exact same set of 7 special stages to get the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And what I think is really hilarious is the fact that Knuckles here, when you see him walking around, the way that they set up the polygons makes him look like a giant ruby with arms and legs. That's just how he looks like to me. He's a giant walking ruby. And so, all we have to do is basically follow the same paths we took before to get ourselves the perfect score. Nope, that's not the right path. So now this way. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. Yeah, sometimes even I get lost. But we've almost got this done. Okay, so now we just need to make our way back to the main passage, which is right here. Now all we have to do is get the remaining 8 spheres and the 2 rings that are inside of them. Bounce over the sphere, and try and make sure that I'm steering Knuckles in the correct direction. Yeah, I think for the most part, I'm just going to fast forward through the remaining special stages because you've already seen them in the Sonic playthrough. So, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like for Knuckles. Because it's only fair. And because we got the perfect score for the special stage, Knuckles gets an extra life. And so away we go again. So from this point, now that we've crossed over into Sonic's path, I pretty much know where the remaining 2 Chaos Emeralds are, so it should not be that hard to find them. And let's take an opportunity to take a trip to the bonus stage. And yeah, it looks like my bad luck from the Sonic playthrough with the bonus stages is going to continue because they want to keep sending me to the stupid slot machines. And I don't like that. So, not that hard to get there. Just drop down here. And we don't even need to pump iron like Arnold this time. Okay, that's 2 special stages down, 5 more to go. So let's spring up over here and get back onto the main path. And then around the loop-de-loop. And now let's take our little trick passage. Yeah, always remember that if you go too far, you'll end up hitting a spring. Okay, so now we successfully completed the 3 special stages here in the Mushroom Hill Zone, so now let's make our way to the goal. And we now go back onto the main path, so let's see if we can get ourselves some more rings. Yep, I'm gonna get them because we're doing the good special stage. We're doing the good bonus stage. This is the one I like. This is where I can get a whole bunch of rings in a hurry. Yeah, I was about to say a whole bunch of slot machines in a hurry, but I don't want slot machines. I want this place. I need to get myself back on track here. I don't know why I was doing that. I love the Thunder Shield. Anyone who's ever played this game will want the Thunder Shield as their preferred choice because it just pulls rings to you, and that's just so freaking awesome. Yeah, and just like that, I got 3 extra lives. So let's make our way now to the finish line for Act 1. And I'm sure you'll remember this mid-boss here. But since Knuckles can't jump high enough, we have to wait before so that he comes down so we can get some actual shots on him. Well, I thought I could score 4 times on him, but unfortunately not. I thought I was gonna be fast enough to score 4 times in one pass. And I was trying to actually see if I could find another shield, but the sign wasn't moving the way I wanted it to, so I have to let it go. So now let's be on our way again. Now that wall we just broke through, that's what Sonic could not get through that, and Knuckles used the switch to launch him up into the next section of Mushroom Hill. And so this is the passage that Knuckles takes. And as you can see, it's custom made for Knuckles to go this path. So now let's go back onto the main path here, or at least what I think is the main path. Now we gotta deal with... I should point that bird out. He can actually blow you back when he exhales. But if you're behind him, you won't be affected. So now we can start to have Knuckles pumping the iron because, like Sonic, we want him to show off impressive strength. But the thing is, Knuckles is already strong in the arms. We need to get him strong in the legs. Alright, so, yep, we're in the right spot. Let's go to special stage number 4. 4 Chaos Emeralds down, 3 to go. So, sorry, I was a bit distracted there. My cell phone was on vibrate, but I can ignore that. I can ignore that until I get to a opportunity to end the game. But for now, it's time for more rings. Besides, no one really important calls me on a weekend. And I am recording this on a weekend, so it's not like it's an important call. And knowing my luck, it's gonna be a telemarketer. And it's always the same one who keeps calling me even though I have my phone number registered on the Canadian Do Not Call list. Because yeah, they have called me a number of times when I haven't wanted them to, and they just don't listen. Because they can be jerks like that. Okay, so now that we got ourselves a whole lot more rings, time for more pumping of iron. Pump up the machine as high as you possibly can, and do not get blown off with your puny body by that bird. Alright, now let's keep on going here. Oh, well, if you were paying attention to my Sonic playthrough, if you've seen that, that's the point I was trying to demonstrate, that if you go too fast there, thanks to that little centrifugal thing, that little centrifugal pole, that can send you going so fast that you miss the spring completely. And that's not what we wanted. So I gotta shoot myself straight up. I gotta try and get back up there. And it all comes down to that little swing for you to be able to get yourself where you need to go. You just have to time it right so that you go straight up instead of off to the side. So now to the 5th special stage. Alright, that was fun and simple. Now it's off to the green mushroom area of the Mushroom Hill Zone. And now we're gonna make our way to section number 6, as far as the special stage is concerned, as I pick up an extra life. Yeah, I know a lot of you are probably wondering why I haven't used more climbing, but I just don't really use it that much. And so now we have got all 6 of the Mushroom Hill special stages completed, and now it's time to pop more iron, because I'm a manly echidna, and I can get the job done because I have what it takes to do it. I'm like Nike, I just do it. I don't know why I said that. I'm trying to make humor, you know. At least I'm trying. And we're gonna see if I can get a shield here before I go to the final boss, and I can. at least the final boss here in Mushroom Hill Zone. So let's see if we can get a few more rings too. That's what I'm looking for, is the fire shield. Now let's see if I can keep it. Whoa! That could have been a disaster there. I would have had the wrong shield. Oh, wow, they're really bringing it all out there, and... Okay, fine, that was a noble sacrifice. I was willing to part with the possibility of getting a lot more rings to keep the fire shield, because I really want it here. So, the boss here in Mushroom Hill Zone plays out the exact same way as it does in the Sonic playthrough. You chase after him, and you try and avoid the spiked balls on the gates. Whoa! I was getting a bit enthusiastic there, and I almost hit it again. Wow. That was quite a few close calls there. I almost had one right at the end here there as I beat the guy, but hey, I'm clearing Mushroom Hill Zone Act 2 with both shield and rings intact, and I'm definitely satisfied with that. I am very satisfied with that. So now it's time for the woodland creatures to run free and for the unfortunate bad sounds again to play through the system for some reason. I just don't understand why they didn't fix that for this Sonic Genesis collection.